Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are talking about multiplying polynomials. So I'm going to go over about 3 or 4 problems from this worksheet, and then I'm going to let you guys work on the rest. So when we're multiplying polynomials, we're pretty much just doing the distributive property. So you multiply the big numbers and add any exponents of any variables like we would do before. So for example, here on number 1, we're going to distribute the 6. And we get 6 times 4 is 24. We keep the n. And then 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. And that's our answer. So let's do one with some variables out front. So let's look at number 4. So on this one, when you distribute the 5n, you do 5n times n is 5n to the second power, because each of these n's have a 1, which we've done that before. You don't have to write those ones, just know that n times n is n to the second. And then 5n times 3, you just do 5 times 3 is 15, and you keep the n. And that's it on that one. So then we get to some more complicated ones where you have a monomial times a trinomial. I'm going to do one of the more complicated ones. I'm going to skip 6, 7, and 8. I am going to look at number 9. So on this one, you distribute 5a to 5a to the second. So you do the 5 times 5 is 25. And then a to the first times a to the second is a to the third. You just add the exponents. And we're going to do 5a times negative 6a. So 5 times negative 6 is negative 30. And then a times a is a to the second. And then 5a times 6, you do 5 times 6 is 30, and that's positive. And then we just keep the a from the 5a behind it, because there's no variables to combine or whatever, the exponents. Okay, so that should help you with the rest of those. Then we get into a binomial times a binomial. So when you do these problems, it's kind of like doing the distributive property twice. So on number 12, we're going to do what's called FOIL. I'm going to write that down real quick. FOIL. So first, outside, inside, last is what FOIL stands for. So you do x times x, that's your first, that's x squared. X times negative 4 is negative 4x. Then you do, so that was the first was x times x. Outside was x times negative 4. Then you do inside, negative 8 times x is negative 8x. And then you do the last, negative 8 times negative 4 is positive 32. And then like we learned last time, you have to combine your like terms. So I have to combine the negative 4x and the negative 8x, which gives me negative 12x. And then we keep the x squared out front, and we keep the plus 32. And that is our final answer here. So when we have more complicated problems, we just keep continuing the same process. So like on number 14 here, we're going to do 4x times 7x is 28x squared. 4x times 8 is plus 32x. Then negative 8 times 7x is negative 56x. And then negative 8 times positive 8 is negative 64. So our numbers on this one are a little bit bigger, but the process is still the same. So then we're going to combine our like terms here. I'm going to underline them in blue so we're not getting confused with all the highlighting. So we keep the 28x squared. 32 minus 56 is negative 24x. And then we keep the minus 64. And then the last problem I want to go over is, let's go over number 17, I guess. So when you have a binomial squared, all that means is you're taking 8v plus 7 and times 8v plus 7. So you still do the same process of FOIL, you just write it out twice because it's the quantity multiplied together twice. So we're going to do 8v times 8v. So 8 times 8 is 64. V times v is v squared. Then we do 8v times 7, which is 56v. Then you do 7 times 8v, which is also plus 56v. And then 7 times 7 is 49. Then we're going to combine our like terms here, the 56v plus 56v. And you get 64v to the second plus 112v plus 49. So that is how you multiply polynomials. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.